Mic check, 1, 2. Salute to the chat. What's up, y'all? It's Band-Aid Gang back in the building once again with another exclusive live. I got Dr. E in the building tonight, y'all. Happy weekend. Hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. Again, we promised that we would do an update when it came to the Karmelo Anthony's verdict outcome. But we right here today, y'all. And we got some more intel. So please feel free to hit the like button, sub up to the channel, and share this video out, gang, because it's important that we get this type of stuff out into the algorithms so this type of tragic, hurtful, destroying stuff does not happen to another family again. Band-Aid Gang. I said damn. Let's go. Double tap the screen. We in the building. I said damn. See, Doc D, they thought we weren't coming on tonight, gang. Sorry we're running late, everybody. Band-Aid Gang. Hit that like button, y'all. We right here. So, Dr. E, you see how we left off when it came to the Karmelo Anthony's verdict and the outcome. There's still a lot of turmoil, a lot of new things hit the surface, and we said that we was going to update the people with what was basically going on and any new intel that had came out. Now, as y'all seen on the screen, when you drop the thing, this young man, if I want to say his name right, Case and Allison, right? Y'all see that these two people had the same basic case as Karmelo Anthony, right, Dr. E? But they only gave him 10 years. And they gave Karmelo Anthony 35 years, gang.
Hey.
35 years, and the case is so similar.
Canon 169 and exit right.
So, Band-Aid Gang, we're going to get right to the meat and potatoes. Let me see if my comment section is open. And I'm about to drop the link in the chat if you want to come aboard. Please feel free to hit the link. Come in here, be respectful in the chat, because I know people got a lot of different turmoil going on, but we just ask if you do want to come up and talk about this, you can, but just be respectful. And don't come over here spamming the chat. So we're going to shoot your ass straight to the moon. You ready, Dr. E?
Yep, I'm practicing.
Let's go.
So Austin tried to take Karmelo belongings because he wouldn't move.
My son told me, but they asked him to move, and when Austin grabbed his backpack to take it, he stabbed him in the chest and killed him. They asked him to move, and when Austin grabbed his backpack to take it, he stabbed him in the chest.
Again, if y'all want to look at it like that, and you wanted to steal like that, Pops, well, he stole, and he was stealing the boy bag then, gang. He was touching property that did not belong to him. Let's continue.
Chest and killed him.
If you don't mind, what happened? There was this kid, before I knew his name now, this kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him to move. He started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, "You need to move." He's like, "Make me move." Also grabbed his backpack. The kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could.
Regularly. And I had opportunity to talk, piece him up. He go beat these charges. I was under the impression that he brought a knife to school. So I was taking a knife to school, fuck him. He didn't take a knife to school. He didn't even know these two white boys. These two white boys just came over there with him because he was with another kid that knew those white boys. So he a new black kid who these big old white boys, big white boys. He a small frame kid. One of
these boys were 6'1", Dr. E. 6'1", 200 and some pounds. Football players. Football players.
Now, I'm trying to
Anthony
figure out.
weighed 130 something pounds.
Now, did these kids, did they go to the same school or was they rival schools?
Rivals.
It was rivals, because sometimes it sounds like they was at the same school. You know, like they attended the same school. Like Charleston White was kind of said he brought a 9 to school. Like he attended that school. You know what I mean? So I've been trying to figure that part out. They were rivals.
September Virgo in the chat says, and what do you expect when you enter someone's space and take something that don't belong to you? Again, Band-Aid gang, again, family, that we know, if you want to look at it like that, he took this property. He came over there and touched this. You came into my space and took my backpack, and he gets 35 years. He gets 35 years after seeing this screen. And what everybody's going to see today, Band-Aid gang, is you're going to realize, and a lot of people's like, what tape? How does he know about the tape? The tape been out. So we're going to get to see another.
See that if you're there, you drop. Hello, mic check. Hello.
It down. Was you saying something, Dr. D? We got 36 people in here. Mic check. Mic check.
Yeah, you had dropped. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Can you? All right, gang. We got it. Did you hold it down?
I couldn't because I didn't know what happened. I didn't know if it was on my end or your end, because sometimes it does that.
We got, all right, we got 62 in the building, gang. Please double tap the screen. So now we're going to continue where we left off. Right here where Charleston White was. So I'm going to get ready to share my screens for everyone. Let's listen to this, gang.
What happened to September Virgo now?
Hit that like button. Let's go, gang.
Kid, I try to whip around as fast as I can.
If I break off, Dr. E, please hold it down.
I'll try.
These charges. I was under the impression that he brought a knife to school. So I'm taking a knife to school. Fuck him. He didn't take a knife to school. He didn't even know these two white boys.
So with Charleston White, basically everybody, Charleston White was against Karmelo Anthony, because he thought that he took a knife to school until he realized there was something to clean your cleats. Regardless of what it was, he used it as a weapon. We got someone that lost their life. But again, people came into his personal space, took his backpack, threw his backpack, and now what we're going to do is watch it in true time. People that saw the video. And we're going to hear, so all the negative comments, be mindful. Be mindful and respectful in my chat. There's no lies about it. People seen the tape. And you got Caucasian people agreeing. Please hit the like button. Double tap the screen if you're on the vertical side. Let's go, gang.
These two white boys just came over there with him because he was with another kid that knew those white boys. So he a new black kid who these big old white boys, big white boys. He a small frame kid. One of the white boys was on that side, one of the white boys on that side. So either way it go.
He can't go nowhere. You see what I'm saying? Either way it go, chat, he can't go nowhere. Now, if I either try to push him, another one might hit me in the head. You don't know how timid this little boy is, gang. You don't know how timid he is. He probably was scared. He probably did not want to fight. He didn't want to get jumped. Who wants to, ask yourself, chat, who want to get in a fight and your ass is outnumbered? I said damn. If you outnumbered, who want to fight when you got two goons in front of you? Tell the truth, gang. Who wants to fight when your ass is outnumbered? Nobody. Your mind frame, and especially if you're 135 pounds, Band-Aid gang, soaking wet, you trying to get your ass up out of there. He ain't want no smoke in the first place, gang. Remind you, Karmelo Anthony didn't come in there with a group of guys, did he, Dr. E?
It's like he was solo, you know, he's like he's by himself, which is kind of strange too, because I'm wondering what was his crew, his friends, you know, and were they on the? I mean, because it was like a track meet, right? So where was he on the? On the squad?
No, he wasn't on the squad, Dr. E.
That's what I'm wondering. So I'm wondering why at that point, why was he on the field on the team? But he said because he knew a friend. So where was his friend at during the fight in the situation?
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. There was no friends there. He was talking to someone in the bleachers. That's it. Dodging the rain. Remind you, gang, it was raining at a track meet. Raining, y'all. Who ain't gonna find shelter when it's raining? And everybody seen the tent, everybody. It would just look like it was one tent up under there, and all of a sudden it started raining and he can't go up under there.
Right.
Hit the like button, Band-Aid gang. Let's go.
They had him blocked in. And these some big white boys. These are some big, violent, aggressive white boys who got guns. And not only that, the one he killed whooped their daddy.
So the one he killed beat up the daddy, Band-Aid gang.
What the hell?
The one he killed, unalive, beat up the daddy, Band-Aid gang. So he already was a little some bit. Yeah, he was already a little some bit. A buck. Yeah, he was a little. Yeah, he was.
Got issues already.
Yeah, he was already in the. About it. This is public record, gang. No, he didn't have a gun. Now Charleston White over exaggerate. He said he got guns at home. So basically, that's what he's saying. Now. Look, somebody put a bunch of house ends in here. See what I'm saying? Everybody, look how ignorant these people is in the chat, gang. Look how ignorant they is in the chat. And they say it's not a racist. I'm get you up out of here. Don't come back.
They gonna come back because you just deleted they.
I'm going to get you up out of here. Now, when you come back, I'm going to ban your ass. Don't come up in here with that stuff. See, they say it's not racist, but look at the racist white people coming up in here with the bull crap. Look at you. And you ain't even related to him, gang. You ain't even related to him. Now you're banned. You're not even related to him going gun-ho. Ain't never sat at the table with him and knowed if his daddy was a pervert and whatever his mama was. I said, damn, let's do them all type of ways. See, they mad. And we're going to show y'all at the end why they mad. Let's go.
See, the daddy coming into the picture playing like he been around. The daddy ain't been around. We would think the black dad ain't around. The white dad ain't around. The mother don't even identify the daddy as the husband.
So the mama don't even identify the daddy as a husband, September Virgo. They don't. The daddy just wanted to come in and get his 2 minutes of fame. I said, damn, let's do them all type of ways. Now listen, y'all. You tracking with me, Dr. E?
Yeah, I'm just like, this is crazy, man. It's like a bunch of this made up stuff that they coming up with, and now they just kind of just unified. Like you said, it's because of race. That's what it is in 2026.
Absolutely. Let's track.
He must have been an abusive father. He ain't even been in their life. So he just coming and getting the light. He just coming and getting the light. So he a low down dirty cracker. His sons are bullies. They bullying on a kid they no, because he black. Get from up under the tent. Man, y'all tripping. I ain't going nowhere.
It's raining. So he like, get from under the tent. It's raining. It's raining. It's raining. It's raining, y'all. Let's go.
And they got a reputation of beating up people. The one he had to stab, he broke his daddy's ligaments.
You hear that, Dr. E?
That's crazy.
Broke his daddy ligaments. So if you're already breaking bones,
Man.
he's already breaking bones. So you know if he broke his daddy bone, ain't no telling what he would have done to Karmelo. Let's go, Band-Aid gang. Hit the like button. We on their ass.
Big old strong cracker.
Karmelo Anthony sentenced to 35 years in prison after being found.
Now the hateful Caucasian people. And I got Caucasian friends, so we ain't gonna play the race card. Nah, we ain't gonna play the race card. Not on my channel. You can say they played the race card over there. Again, Band-Aid gang, we ain't talking about no black and white situation. We talking about what's right and what is wrong. Now I'm gonna ban another one up out my chat. I'm gonna ban another one right up out of here. September Virgo ban set up. We gonna get him up out of here. Hit the like button, y'all. We on their ass tonight. And it's going to be a lot of people mad. Now I'm going to get you out of here. It sucks to come on somebody's channel and get banned. Get done all type of ways. I want to come over here and get done all type of ways again with that bull crap. Because I'll shoot you straight to the moon. Hey, G-Money. Now listen to the Caucasian man, G-Money. Listen, gang. Listen to him. Hey, Peanut.
Hey, Peanut.
Listen to him. Let me go ahead and share this right here. And he gonna give his opinion here on this live on the whole situation. So let's stop playing the race card. Let's stop playing the race card today, gang. See, we're gonna stop playing the race card today. Because you're hearing from your own kind. You're hearing from your own kind. Let's go.
Hey, G-Money.
Hey, G-Money. Hit the like button. Let's go, gang.
Guilty of murder. TMZ posts this picture of him going to prison, and it doesn't take long to see America's racism show up. The very first comment I read is, he won't be going to other people's tent no more. I respond by saying, well, Austin won't be putting his hands on other people's children anymore. Now, me personally, I don't want to go low. I love compassion and empathy. But if you want to go low, I will meet you in the trenches. Comments, general population's going to love you, laughing. I wonder if he's pregnant yet. I read other comments talking about he's not going to get chitlins anymore. He's not going to get fried chicken and watermelon. Your typical, stereotypical racism in America. I believe what happened was a tragedy. 2 young men lost their life that day. The fact that Karmelo Anthony did not stand a chance because of his race. And yes, racism played a huge part in it. The United States Constitution gives us a right to a speedy trial to be judged by a jury of our peers. Well, Karmelo Anthony had an all-white jury, and they dismissed every black juror. Why does that matter? Because you have to understand the historical context of our criminal justice system. The 13th Amendment was the abolishment of slavery, except when punishment for a crime, meaning that crime became the legalized loophole for slavery. Slavery can be legal as long as we label people criminal. So for young black defendants in the United States of America, they are not afforded the presumption of innocence. Their fear is never reasonable. Karmelo Anthony's experience is not worthy of validation. His story not to be believed. In fact, every action that Karmelo Anthony took was viewed through the lens of suspicion because his very existence is suspicious to racist white America. Why did Karmelo Anthony carry a knife? Why didn't he just get up and walk away? Why was he in other people's tent? Didn't ask the questions like, why did I?
Right, and we hear this all the time because certain people out here want control. Some people have been waiting on this type of moment. Some people in America get off on when these type of situations happen. Because you know what? Controversy sell and bullshit. People love drama, gang. There's some people right now waiting on a race war to go on right now. But they ain't gonna start one. They just gonna be on here talking because they got lips. You want to call names and do out there, going up there to the bad neighborhood and slap one of them black people and call them a watermelon eating. You ain't gonna go do all of that. You gonna hide your ass up in them woods with them guns, with the rest of them good old boys, hiding and shooting at trees. But you ain't gonna come on down there in the ghetto with that bullshit, Tough Tony. I said, damn, hit the like button. We ain't playing with you. We gonna knock your drawers off.
Metcalf greet him with hostility.
These are the things, gang, that they could have did. Instead of they having one guy on the lookout at the bottom of the bleachers. Because see, y'all don't realize that there was a person that came up there first. One of them little bullies came up there first and checked out the scene. And then he left and went and got the game. He went and got his gang. Make sure you subscribe, Caveman. He went and got his gang, and that's when Austin and Hunter and the rest of the goons pulled up. You see what I'm saying? That's when they pulled up. So it was already somebody on the lookout. It was already somebody that came on the lookout. Then he went to the bottom of the bleachers. This is facts. There's a reason why they don't want to make that tape, Dr. E, public. Everybody should see the tape. Why they didn't want it public? Because there would have been a whole different verdict if we seen it public. If they made this public to everybody, it would have had to be a different verdict. They railroaded this boy. They railroaded in Band-Aid gang. Let me turn my volume down a little bit, Hank. I want it down a little bit anyway.
Yeah, it's so sad in 2026, man. We still repeat 1950s. Same playbook all over again. And it's like they just playing in our faces.
Exactly.
Like, y'all can't do that about it. We're going to do what we want.
Let's continue, Band-Aid gang.
Why didn't Austin Metcalf extend grace and kindness to him? Why didn't he offer him some water or a Gatorade and an opportunity for refuge to get
an umbrella? Give him an umbrella. Give him an umbrella and say, buddy, you can't be up under the tent. Here go a rain jacket. Here go an umbrella or something. You know, we don't want no drama. We don't want no drama. That's how they could have did it, gang. Like he said, why he didn't come to him with peace? Like, hey, it's raining. You ain't supposed to be up under here, right? But we gonna let you stay until it stop raining. Anything, it could have been so many different narratives. And then that child wouldn't have got hurt. Yep. Let's go.
Out of the rain. Why did Austin Metcalf find it necessary to feel like he was the authority, that he was the gatekeeper of a tent?
Because the coach that should have been sued as well told him to come down and protect the tent.
Like he in the military or something. You got to protect the tent at all costs. Really? Uh-oh, see, I think he dropped it. Break it, come back. I can't see the chat. I'm sorry if you can hear my voice right now. I think C-Dub and dropped off again. I can't see and read the chat right now, so we kind of on technical difficulties, froze up moment. Give us a couple of seconds to see if they come back up. In about maybe 5 minutes. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm driving right now with my late night hike, so I can't really see the chat and entertain. I have no control over the actual screen that he has with the background. So I think he's having technical difficulties. In about 5 minutes to see if he comes back up.
Hey, Peanut.
Good evening, or good morning.
Hey, sis.
Hey sis, how y'all?
I'm
Dr. E,
good.
did
Thank you
you
for
hold
holding
it
it down.
down?
Doctor, did he hold it down?
He been
I could,
quiet.
I
He
yeah, I
tried, man.
yeah, I try to say something, but I can't read the chat. I'm driving, so I couldn't read the chat. I said you'll be back up in a minute, but I'll give you about 5 minutes. So that's the only thing I can
Okay.
do.
Yeah,
Okay, now one of the comments
he
say
tried.
it says Austin's father was a poor role model. His father is a heavy drinker and a racist, and we're going to see that today as well. Anything you want to add to that, Peanut? Make sure you guys subscribe to Hey Peanut's channel.
Drop back down, sis, can you hold it down, you and Dr. E, if we drop down again?
I don't even know why you asking me that. This is what we do. Don't play with me. Don't be trying to act brand new because I ain't been over here in a minute.
I said, damn. Hit
I
that
love
like button.
y'all. You know I got you, sis. You know I got y'all.
Thank you.
Yes. See,
No,
because everybody got to realize that we are in a program.
well,
They're
hold
already
on.
trying to program us with racism.
Well, hold on, bro. Because you asked that question. Because we
Oh
still
yeah,
gotta
go ahead,
highlight.
sis.
We still gotta highlight Miss Gloria's comment. He also is a woman beater.
Oh really?
Yeah.
He beat up his wife. Peanut, get the people the intel. You always coming with the tea. Can you please tell us what happened?
Yes. He put them paws on her.
Is that the
And
Wow.
the
reason why
son.
they were separated?
Yes.
I said, damn.
Yes. One of the many reasons why they were separated, or they are separated.
You got it.
So that passed on to the son.
Oh,
The
I
son
got
is a
that
book.
too.
Wow.
That's in here, Band-Aid Gang. September Virgo said, where's the picture of the father with the judge? It's in here. We got that too.
That's not an actual photo. That's somebody else.
So that's not him. So now we got the T on that. So that is not the dad, gang.
No, but he is definitely still very closely associated with the system. But that
Okay.
particular video is not that particular photo is not the father.
Okay, so somebody says, what the hell does he mean by programming us with racism? Now, this is what I'm saying. At this point in time, people are high celebrities, the president, they're buying certain words, they're copywriting certain words that we use on the internet now. So certain things, see, they got robots that came through here and took people's channel. Robots, Band-Aid Gang, that come through YouTube and sweep. They send a robot to take your channel. That's why I laid off the Epstein file, because all the numbers we were doing, they were coming through whacking people. So certain words you use, they can come in and take your channel. So with a robot being able to do that, when you're speaking something that they don't want you to speak about, your cell phone can go out. Like my stuff be going out, sabotaging you with words now. A robot can go in your phone, listen to words that you say, and say, oh, we're going to turn this phone off real quick. We go bleeping and do all that. You think these people ain't working on that type of stuff right now, Band-Aid Gang? You out your mind. Go ahead, Peanut. Can y'all hear me? Mic check.
Yep. I can hear you. I can't hear Peanut though.
My apologies. My mic was muted. I'm not exactly sure what all you guys have covered over here. Cause bro he like to go live late and I be asleep. I'm surprised I caught this one. Um, it's probably because I just woke up not too long ago because I went to sleep too early. But this case is very troubling. And it should be an eye opener for us all. It really should be an eye opener for us all with how they railroaded this young man. I have never seen, number one, a case happen this fast, because we are just literally over a year.
Mm-hmm.
This happened in May. I want to say not May, April. I want to say April the 2nd of last year. And the trial was less than 7 days. It wasn't even a full 5 days. And not only that, they literally had him in prison within 24 hours.
Hey,
Anybody that has been to prison, knows somebody that has been to prison or studied cases, knows that it takes you about 2 weeks to even get to prison.
Absolutely. It sure
And
does.
then when you go to prison, you go to an intake unit to be classified.
Exactly.
They was getting ready to send him to a prison in Huntsville, who is also the father's cousin.
wow.
The family had to stop that from happening. This case is crazy, and this is where most of my attention has been on. And my apologies to Diamond, because I'm still going to definitely do that rabbit hole. I just I got so invested into this case that I just could not, I couldn't take myself away from it.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
What's going
crack.
Hey,
on?
Diamond.
What's going on, y'all? All
So
right,
here,
let's get to it.
let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Why didn't he go to the authorities, to a coach? And most importantly, why didn't Austin Metcalf keep his hands to himself? Why did he put his hands on other people's children? Why did he believe that he could act with impunity? Why did he think that he was entitled to tell other people what to do? Again, Karmelo Anthony never stood a chance. Not then and not today. Every single one of those eyewitnesses were very good friends of Austin Metcalf. Every single one of them testified that Austin Metcalf is our leader. He is always protecting us, was the exact words that they testified. Protecting you from what? Why does Austin Metcalf need to protect you? He's your peer. He is not your parent. He is not an authority figure in your life unless you've made him one. Unless you've made him feel empowered and entitled to do exactly what he did to Karmelo Anthony that day. Completely understand why Karmelo Anthony would have been in such fear. Knowing the historical context of what it's like to be Black in America, understanding our criminal justice system, and also seeing the crowd that he was dealing with on that day. Why did the defense team not put him on the stand? You don't put defendants on the stand when they can self-incriminate. We know that he did it. We know that he did it. He admitted to doing it. But let us humanize him and see the why, the motive as to why he did it. Understand that it was a split-second decision, that white America always gets deference in those situations.
Absolutely.
The Daniel Pennies, the police brutality cases in which cops are always given deference in split-second decisions in which they fear for their life. That same deference wasn't given to Karmelo Anthony. Not like he had a lengthy criminal record that the prosecution could have exposed or used against him. He was a straight A student. He was a son. He was a teammate. He was a friend. Biggest reason why I say you should not have convicted of murder is because you need malicious intent to prove murder. The element of malice, a forethought malice, meaning that he went there with the intent to kill somebody, or that he had reckless disregard for human life. There was one stab. It was probably a get up off of me stab. He didn't stab him multiple times like a crime of passion. He didn't stab any of the other kids underneath that tent. The very most, they could have said manslaughter, but I still believe he was innocent because he was not the aggressor.
Race card, black fatigue, it's real. I'm sorry. He's the only one in your family.
So here's their dad, gang. Here's their dad. Now, this is their dad talking in real time, right? Why did you go to the internet and have this type of verbiage?
He always does this.
Why you come on the internet, gang, and have this type of verbiage? Knowing that it's going to cause an uproar. You got somewhat piece of justice, but you come online. Some of the stuff you need to say around your racist family, gang. I said, damn.
They were taught this at home. Period, point blank, period. And the fact that they had so many problems where they were in alternative school, how they got kicked out of track because of just disregard of their own ability to do their job on focusing on their sport. They went fishing. I believe also the coaches are responsible. I believe the coaches really are the ones that should be doing jail time.
Mm-hmm. So I got these comments. So tell me, somebody said that he should have got the death penalty, right, Band-Aid gang? So let's go ahead and drop this and do them all type of ways. Somebody said.
Well, let's be clear too. He didn't have a knife. He had a cleat shaver, which is maybe not even.
No. It was a knife,
3 inches long.
It was a pocket knife. It definitely was a knife.
So listen, y'all. Same scenario in Texas. Casey Allison gets a maximum sentence of 10 years for deadly stabbing in Bolton High School, gang. But let me tell you why he got 10 years right here. Look at name. What's that name? Right there? Because he was a Hispanic. But the same scenario. He pulled out a knife and he unalived a Hispanic person, Band-Aid gang. In Texas, he only got 10 years. Casey Allison was sentenced to 10 years Tuesday for a deadly stabbing of Joe Ramirez. How you say that? Ramirez. Ramirez. Okay. Marking the conclusion of a high-profile case that was deeply impacted the Bolton community. The Ramirez side of the courtroom erupted in applause once Judge Wade Faulkner read the sentencing. Emotional testimony and visible grief filled in the courtroom Tuesday morning during the sentence hearing for Alston, who was convicted last month in a stabbing of Joe Ramirez. So he only got 10 years, gang. 10 years.
And his charges was criminally neglect, homicide.
Bingo.
And that actually happened within school. I mean, they were actually in session.
In school. Wow. Did I mention that? Oh, we must have left that part out. But we'll talk about it a little bit later. So you telling me he only got 10 years? So the people that said, should he have got the death penalty?
And this was also in Texas as well.
In Texas as well. 10 years versus 35. He only got 10 years versus 35, and there's people out here hollering and mad, but they ain't talking about this right here. Why did he get 10 years?
May I speak 1 second to
Absolutely.
a comment? To this comment that Black people do not understand it was different. It was a different jury and a different judge. You're correct about that. Because I'm going to entertain y'all trolls because for some reason you ain't getting kicked out. You better be glad I'm not monitoring right now. I'm going to drop down after I say this and y'all about to start getting booted. Because what you're not going to do is come over here and rage bait. I'm okay with a respectful discussion, but you guys are coming over here to rage bait. And with that being said, this case happened too quickly and went by too fast. And not only that, a lot of the things were not allowed in to court. Those twins were known and are known bullies. They harassed 2 cheerleaders. They was harassing cheerleaders of their own freaking team to where they were sending emails to the coaches and to the school staff that attorney has had evidence of for a year. They've had so much evidence on how them boys were run around being bullies the same way the father has been doing on this internet, which is why the gag order was issued to begin with.
Right? How they said that his hands was bisexual.
Yes.
They also train in jiu-jitsu also.
So we got the chat. Proud Boy Troy. Since you're a proud boy, if you proud, hit the link. Hit the link and have a respectful conversation. Hit the link. We ain't up here calling your names. Hit the link. If you beg to differ, we would like to. You gotta go to your other one. Over here. You gotta go to the. It's 2 lives. It's a vertical and a horizontal. Go to the vertical side. Go out and go to the other video. Click that and hit the link and come aboard. We're glad to hear what you have to say instead of typing because you got fingertips. See, you be hiding out in the woods, claiming that you proud. See, the Proud Boys ain't proud because they hiding out in the woods. They don't come out and flex like that in the neighborhood and act like they proud. They don't go down there to Mookie and JoJo and them down in their hood doing all that. No, they do that shit way afar in the bushes with their other friends and talk that shit. Talk because they got lips and a tongue.
And can I say something real quick, y'all? I am so tired of them spinning this narrative saying he had a knife. He did not have a knife. He had a cleat shaver, which is not even maybe 3 inches long. Stop saying this boy had a knife. He did not have a knife. Now, if you are getting jumped by boys, 4 or 5 boys jumping on you, you're going to grab the nearest thing to try to defend yourself.
Exactly.
He didn't sit there and just get beat up. So, therefore, whatever the parents taught these kids, including the coaches and the peers around them, was bad influences. Bad influences, period. These kids was told to go over there. That's the reason why I'm not even upset at the Metcalfs, at the twins.
Hell, I
I'm not
am.
upset at them. I'm not upset at the kids at all, because it was grown adults that sent them to create a crime.
I agree. The adults did it. They gave him superior authority. They gave him authority. Now here go Proud Boy. Hey, Mr.
Green
Proud
lighter.
Boy, be respectful in the chat, gang. Proud Boy Troy.
What up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, Proud Boy Troy, let's hear your views on the situation, gang.
All right, what do you want to hear? I mean, it's like I said, it's pretty cut and dry. That's why the case lasted as long as it did. Everyone saw he was guilty. Everyone had seen the video. The stuff she's talking about the Metcalf boys being bullies and shit, that's completely unfounded. There's no basis in reality.
It's emails. There's
no
emails proof.
Where is
There are email proofs. These
and
little
where is it?
girls, these young ladies sent emails. How you think everybody got the information? It's
And they were
email proof.
suspended at the time. Not they were suspended at the time, not Anthony. Anthony was not suspended. Them 2 boys was, and they were in alternative
Shut your
schools.
stupid ass up.
Why do you go to alternative schools for? Unless you have issues, you have problems. They're not going to send you to no alternative school for absolutely no reason. So who had the problems was these boys. These boys was being told, from what they say, they were told to go guard a tent. Now, what neighborhood do you be in where kids are told to go guard anything?
Have you been to a sporting event before? Do you know that
I
teams
have
do
been to
separate,
sporting
right?
events.
Do you know that teams do separate, correct?
I play track.
But that's
Okay,
also
well,
the,
so
that's also
can you answer the question?
I've ran
Can you answer
track.
the question? You do know that teams separate though, and
but that is
sometimes teams
also
even
the
have meetings and
adult's
stuff.
responsibility to keep them separate, not the kids.
Well, from what I heard though too, it sounds like they were trying to have some of the boys step up in more leadership positions. And if you've done sports, you know that when your coach or someone gives you a position like that, they kind of leave some of that stuff to you that you wouldn't think would need supervision from a coach. Like something like, hey, let's keep the team together. I mean, it's
clearly
not an
they
excuse
needed
to
the coach
what's
to
not an
handle
excuse
it
is
if
to
they're going to
stab
get
someone for them
physical with
asking you to
another
leave.
student.
That's not an excuse.
Keep your hands to yourself.
It didn't even
Okay,
have to
so-
go that far. It was raining. They should have went and got the coach.
Keep your hands. No, we wouldn't be here. We would not be
being
here.
stabbed. That's insane.
I don't care.
The point is, if
Let
you're
me ask you,
jumping
hold on,
on
let me,
him,
Diamond,
he had the
hold on,
right to
Diamond,
defend
hold on,
himself.
let me ask
Ain't
Troy
you
a
guys?
question.
Ain't
Diamond, hold on.
Ain't Texas?
Diamond, hold on. I'm gonna mute your
right to
mic.
carry state.
Let her
Hold
finish
tight.
the thought so she don't forget.
Hold tight. Give me a second to speak. Troy, so
yes, sir.
If it was your son, right? Let's turn it around.
Sure.
Just let's be honest, and I do respect that you're up here. Welcome to the chat, Neo.
Thank you. No, I didn't appreciate the stuff you're saying in the beginning, but it's fine to be here. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. So if it was your son, Troy, and he was approached by 3 black guys,
sure,
and they took his bag, took your son's bag, at that point, would you consider it, okay, that's theft? You took my bag. Some black guys take your son's bag.
They didn't take his bag though, because he had his bag. That's how he got the knife. He had this bag, so that's not really a good comparison. To be fair,
on the camera, and even Hunter said he took his bag. Hunter said that, not me.
And
Hunter
his father said it.
He took his bag. The father said it. If you take his bag at that moment, Troy, you can also say that's theft. He had said no.
But it wasn't. I think you know the context of that situation though. When they're asking him to leave, when you're asking someone to leave, you've seen someone grab the other person's stuff and say, "Okay, go." It's not. It's not
Why is it always
assault.
excuses when that joker does
That's
something?
just facts. That's just facts and
That's
like how
not
you behave in
facts.
society.
That's
Yes, it
not
is, ma'am.
facts. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. You guys
Yes,
always
and
try
Troy,
to
you gotta say that
agree
is an
with
opinion, Troy, because that's just like it is bullying back in the days when, if you're from California, when somebody could run up and just grab you and take your shoes and you tie the shoes together and throw them up on the electrical line. That's bullying.
Brother, I went to school too.
Don't say brother,
switched schools.
because we ain't brothers over here.
But can we
Come
just
on,
all
let him
agree?
talk.
Brothers
Can
in
we
Christ,
all
calm down.
agree, sir? Let me ask you this question: Can you agree that the adults should have handled that situation?
I think it would have been better, but I don't think it needed adult supervision. They were just
someone is unalive, Troy.
Because they didn't know how to handle the situation. They didn't know how to de-escalate. They didn't know how to walk away and go get the coach. They
neither
obviously
did Carmelo.
needed adults to handle the situation.
Neither did Carmelo.
He was being
Carmelo didn't know
bothered.
how to de-escalate.
He
All he
was
had to do
being
was leave.
bothered. If he's sitting there trying to stay from getting wet, and he under the tent talking to another classmate, which he actually knew because they were communicating. And if they felt some type of way and they wanted him to leave and he wasn't going to leave because he said no, they should have went and got an adult. But instead, they took it upon themselves to put their hands on him. What
And he
I'm
should have
saying
just
is
left.
that no, what they should have did was walk away themselves.
And what he should have did is just left.
Why? Better.
So
They didn't know no better. That's the problem. They didn't know how to de-escalate a situation. They was the aggressors.
But no, they're not. That's not being an aggressor.
I don't want
And
you.
I've had people. I went to school before, and it was schools a lot. I had people take my hat when I was a new kid. I never felt like stabbing anyone over it. Like, damn.
Well, if you're getting jumped, what you gonna do?
Hold on.
You got a question, Diamond. Go ahead. And Neo, I want to hear from you, Neo, as well. Go ahead, Peanut.
We have to get some type of order here, because so everybody can talk it. So everybody can get their talking points, and we have to get some type of order here. And with that being said, an adult should have been contacted. This argument happened for 7. This confrontation happened for 7 minutes before it got physical. At any given point, any teenager that was there, instead of pulling out their phones to record, could have went and got an adult. Everybody's saying he should have left. I ran track. I'm be honest with you. I done doggone freaking hyperventilated, doggone freaking got dehydrated, did all of that, and I did not have issues going to another tent to cool down, to get out of rain, whatever the case may be. So yes, you have your own tents, whatever the case may be, but going underneath another tent to doggone freaking speed and to catch up, that has never been illegal. It's not even a rule that's on the books.
His buddy.
I'm not done.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm not done. That is not even a rule that's on the books in any freaking state.
No, it's an etiquette thing.
It's an etiquette.
And
I'm not done. You are not going to control my
narrative. I thought you were done. There was a long pause. I thought you were done.
No, I'm not. Because you keep interrupting me. That's why there's a long pause.
Well, let me know when you're done.
I'm about to cuss your ass out.
I'm being respectful.
I'm about to cuss your motherfucking ass out. You ain't being respectful. You're being condescending. And I'm trying to tell you right now, I'm in a country and I'm in the suburbs, in a small doggone freaking sundown town, and I know exactly what the fuck you doing right now. Don't do that.
Being logical, sorry.
And not only that, you're probably streaming this live for your little fucking friends over there.
No, this is just having a discussion.
Because you got your other friends up in here talking about folks chimping out and shit.
I don't know anyone else in the chat.
Let's get along. Let's get along.
I don't know anyone else in the chat.
Get your narrative out, Peanut. I
can't. Let me calm down for a little bit.
Okay.
I want to be the reasonable person.
Right. So I'm gonna ask a question real quick.
Hold on, Dom. Let me say something to the chat. Let me say that. Welcome, Nurse 59. Let me say something to everybody here. Everybody here, I want to thank everybody.
You, P. Rose.
I want to thank everybody for coming. for sure. But this is the type of conversation that we all got to respect. And Troy, I respect you for coming up here, standing on your grounds and having your opinion. This is what the people need to see. People with different opinions and narratives of different colors being over here to be social and not. See, usually it's separated when you go online. You got white people over there talking about black people and black people over here talking about white people. So please hit the like button because you are seeing us trying to come together at some point and figure out what's right or wrong. So I do have a question. Welcome, Neo. What was your question, or did you want to add something to the panel?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just hit the blunt. I don't have a question and I don't want to debate with anybody. I respect everybody's point of view, but I want to say one or two things that are important. We have to teach our children to understand situational awareness and de-escalation of problems before they happen. I don't care about black or white because I'm mixed. So I can talk about both sides. But those two kids, all their peers out there that were competing, they failed them. The parents failed them. The teachers failed them. The school administration and whoever was responsible for having that venue not secured properly failed both families because nobody won.
Agreed.
So what are we arguing about now? Nobody won.
Kids,
Everybody
you know,
lost.
got into
And
it. Exactly. Right.
everybody lost. And it doesn't matter how it happened. The point is there were too many people that could have stopped it and no one stopped it. So everyone's at fault. So we can't point the finger.
Can I ask a question then, not to cut you off, but do you believe that some stuff like this has happened before? I believe like this has been going on before. This is not their first time doing something like this. It just
Absolutely.
seems like this is something that they normally do. Try to intimidate other teammates or rivals or whatever, and it's been getting them through whatever ego trip they've probably been on. But I feel like this is nothing. This is something that's been going on for a while with this coach. You know, when he tried to say, "Oh, we suspended them and because they went fishing, or we kicked them out, and oh, they were trying to redeem themselves." It sounds like some type of like grooming type thing. It sounds grooming to me.
So let me ask the question, Diamond. Let me ask the question, and until Peanut finish cooling off. Peanut, you almost cool, yeah, gang?
I'm cool. I just want. I agree. I agree with Neo, and I honestly just want him to finish his thoughts because that's the calm, cool, and collected that was needed in this moment.
Thank you.
I really want him to finish his thoughts because he is correct.
Yes.
Everybody played a role in this situation.
Thank you. My other
Neo,
point.
Yeah, finish what you're saying, Neo.
My other point that I have to make that is the most important part of everything. We have to get back to a place as a society and as people where we can be cordial to each other and we can understand people have needs in certain situations and we don't have to be rude to peacefully ignore someone that is in our space as long as they're not stopping us from doing what we're doing. That's it. Hello, hi, thank you. Hold the door. Oh, you need to get out of the rain? Okay, you're not stopping me from competing. Hi, I'm such and such. Or, hey, are you okay? You need some water? You're not in the person's way. You're not impeding that person's progress. You're not disturbing them mentally, physically, emotionally, psychologically. Why was there a problem with him being there? The problem is that we exist as Black people and we get painted as the wrong person. When it's 50-50, that coin leans a little bit too far over for us being the bad guy. And I'm tired of that.
And you know what?
And I would also say
too
that it was probably a competition thing. Sorry.
Now this is coming from a person that is Black and white. So he shares both cultures. So with you being Black and white, do you see the difference? And can't nobody comment because half of us ain't Black and white. So we don't know.
My ethnicity is, I have identified my entire life as African American. I don't believe African American is an actual ethnicity. So of course I'm black. But through my ancestry, I have found that I have 2 grandparents that were native. I have the proof. I have great grandparents, one that was native, a native woman, and an Irish man. I'm born and raised in America, New York, Buffalo to be exact, 49 years old to be exact. And I can look at things from both sides of the coin, but you cannot automatically assume that someone is wrong because of the color of their skin, period. It's unacceptable. And it doesn't paint a bad picture of that person. It talks more about who you are as a person when you try to paint that person that way. Excuse my language. I can see bullshit like that from a mile away. And my first instinct is to get the hell away from it when I see it. Karmelo wasn't taught that. He didn't understand that it was time to get the hell out of there because he probably didn't see it coming.
Agreed.
And we know what the boys did when they walked up on him and told him to leave. It wasn't a nice conversation. And I'm sure it was condescending and narcissistic. That's probably the word the sister was looking
That
for
would be the
before.
word, narcissistic.
And I understand why she didn't use that word, because the brother probably didn't want to be called that anyway. And he probably would have argued it tooth and nail until he was out of breath. But it's cool. Be who you are. Just let the other person be who the hell they are and peacefully go about your business if you don't like them. Why is that so hard? The hell we arguing about? The brother Karmelo got dog walked in court, and his attorney didn't do his job. He stole money and he showed up and played the part.
I mean, do
And
anybody?
they said he has a new attorney
He's
now.
the public defender. So.
He has
It
a new
doesn't matter
attorney
what
now.
type.
He doesn't
The
have the
public
same attorney.
Public
for his
defenders are
appeal.
trash because they work for the same group of people.
Yeah, I
They're trying
agree.
to
I
bury
agree.
you.
They're working for the
Public
state.
pretenders.
They use some
Hold
to
on.
hire a better defender.
Before that narrative gets spread on both sides, he was ordered a public offender for the appeal because he was not only found guilty, he was sentenced on the same day. And he immediately filed an appeal because you have 30 days to file an appeal.
Right.
And he didn't know what to say. So the appeal initially is blank. It would definitely be edited moving forward, but he was immediately ordered a public defender because when this case first happened, he was a minor. He's an adult now.
Oh,
There
that's
are
right.
no parents involved anymore. So everything is going to be relying on his personal income. So in
So
order for this appeal process to go forward, he was immediately ordered a public defender. And with
so
that being said, it's not that way now. He actually has legal counsel
He has
now.
a legal counsel. Yeah, he does have that now.
I hope
And I believe they're trying to keep the video, the actual footage of what happened out of the appeal, which I believe they're trying to fight for because obviously we need that to show exactly what happened.
So let's so Band Aid Gang chat. Everybody over here, we got Proud Boy Troy in the house, right? Proud Boy Troy.
Yes, sir.
You're up to bat. You're up to bat. Let me know, how do you feel after we watch this clip about this clip? Now, everybody in real time, we got Proud Boy Troy. And Troy, yes, you're supposed to be proud. I would be proud of my race, too. No matter if I was born Cambodian, I'd be proud to be a Cambodian.
I mean, I don't know that it's a proud of a race thing, but it's more proud of.
But the Proud Boys is identified to us, the people that was down there at the White House, that was down there, kicking in doors and stuff like that. That's the name they carry.
No,
Would
I
you
mean,
happen to be in that organization?
Yes, I am in part of that fraternity. It's a men's
Are
club.
you a leader? It's a fraternity now, gang?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What?
you just said it's a men's club.
It's a fraternity. So you went to college? And
Me?
graduated, and this is what you guys pledge in college?
No, it's not a college fraternity. It's just like a men's fraternity, like a like the what is it called? The Moose Lodge or whatever.
Yeah,
It's just a men's
country
club.
club
Get
type
together,
shit.
hang out, get
So do
together,
you
have a
think
beer,
what they did
bullshit,
was okay on January
barbecue.
6th? Can I ask you? Since you're a
Come
part of
on,
the
man.
since you're a part of the crew, did you think it was okay what they did on January 6th?
Well, there was only a handful of dudes that went out there. A bunch of them were
A
feds. I didn't
handful.
see any of them. I didn't see any of them do anything wrong. That's why they were pardoned. All the violence
Pardon.
that did happen, I condemn it. Shouldn't have happened. But in the club,
The
we
majority of
had
the
full
ones that was
people.
pardoned started collecting more
Okay,
charges
so what
afterwards.
if the Black Panther or the Black Lives Matter group went and did the same exact thing when Trump won?
Well,
Would
from
you
the
think
video that I
that it
saw,
would
it was
have
just a lot
been
of people walking
acceptable? Do
around.
you think that it would have
And
been
and if
acceptable?
Well,
sure,
we
sure, I
saw a
think it's
different
acceptable.
video, Troy. What video you saw
Like I
people
just
walking
said,
around?
like I just
I
said,
I
like I
seen
just
a
said, I
whole mix
condemn
of I
any of the
seen a
violence.
Okay, he
But from a
condemns the
lot of the
All
video
violence.
right,
I
so
saw,
you condemn the violence. That's
I
good.
saw a lot of
So
The
old
Troy,
news
ladies.
I hear
so
that come
Band-Aid
out.
gang, Troy is up to bat on the panel, gang. He's up to bat, chat. He's up to bat. Troy, let's roll the clip. Tell me what you think about after this.
Sure, let's see it.
Family without a damn record. I guess that's something to brag about in your culture. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that?
You're up to bat. Are you swinging? Come out swinging.
What do you want to know?
Watermelon
Do you
felon.
have I mean, I
Was he
see a
wrong?
hurt father.
Was he wrong?
What do you mean? Was he wrong? He's clearly hurt by the death of his son, and he's.
But hold on, don't make
he's
it.
grieving.
Let me rock a show, Band-Aid gang. Y'all stand
I
back.
mean,
It's
I
me and
don't.
Troy.
Okay,
It's me and Troy.
I'm
It's me and Troy.
you want me to answer?
Yeah, give me a second. I just want the Band-Aid gang up here to stand down because they'll come for
Cool.
you. We don't want to have you walk around here with a whole bunch of Band-Aids on you and shit. So now here's the thing. Troy, watermelon felon gang.
Yeah.
Was that cool?
It wasn't cool to stab his son. I understand he's hurt.
Cool.
Dude,
come on.
I don't think words. I don't think words should be taken so personally. I'm more of a free speech advocate.
Troy, let me say this to you, gang. Why you
What,
just
brother?
couldn't say, for real though, no bullshit. I'm gonna call bullshit when I see it. You went around it because you said the word but. See, the but says a lot when the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? You try to make an ass out of me. See, that's what you tried to do. But I see what you did. So, but let me ask you a question. Why you just couldn't say plain and simple? America, y'all are watching today. You just should have said, hell yeah, it was wrong for him to say that. That was a racial slur. And then, but I don't agree. You could have said that, and then you could have said, but he did lose a son and stuff. But what he said was a racial slur. That's all you had to say, Troy.
Okay, sure. I mean, sure.
Because at the end of the day, it's two separate situations. You know, the unfortunate situation that happened with his son is also the fact that this man is a closeted racist. You know what the reason why I hate closeted racists?
I don't know that that's true. Sorry to cut you off.
Clearly, he is, because he tried to portray when it first happened. He tried to come out and try to defend Karmelo Anthony's family and not wanting, one of those white supremacists to, go on some campaign trip, right? But then after a while, him doing these lives is starting to come out. He has some type of resentment towards the Black community for whatever reason that might be. But I'm talking about his father now. I'm not talking about the kid.
No, I got you.
Okay, so the kid's situation is totally different. I'm talking about their father.
About Jeff, yeah.
Is definitely a closeted racist.
I don't know that there's any proof of that. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't.
What he said, I've listened to more than
sis. It's not closet at this point. He out.
Right.
He out.
Right.
Okay, but you know what I'm talking about. They portray one thing in the public, but behind closed doors, they're a whole different person. Now he's on live talking to the audience. Now, mind you, there's people listening to him. Okay, and he's talking like this to them because in a way he's always felt like this. Now imagine these two twins in their house, in the household, mind you, we still ain't heard from their mother yet. Him and their mom were not together anymore. I wonder why.
Because he was
I wonder
abusive
why.
to the mama.
From what they said, that he was abusing their mom. Okay.
Peanut just said that. She said he was over there doing the mama all type of ways.
Exactly. So when a person try to portray like they're a good person in the public, but behind closed doors they're a whole other person,
He's a
he has
menace.
resentment in his heart for a lot of things, not just black
He may be a
people,
closet
probably
abuser.
life in general.
I don't
know that any of that is perfectly true.
And hold on 1 second,
It's
because I don't want you to
yeah,
feel
go ahead.
attacked. I don't want
Yeah,
you to feel attacked. So I'm gonna pick up where she's at. I'm gonna pick up where she at because I know all the personalities up here right now, besides Mr. Neo and yourself. So with that being said, um, he did a little too much. And nobody is taken away from the death of his son. Nobody has ever really done that truly cares about this situation, how to move forward, and just trying to figure out what's going on. And I have to make this very loud and clear. It never was a black and white issue at the beginning. It was the father that made it that.
I disagree there. From what I
I'm not.
saw, he was trying. Oh,
Can I not?
sorry.
Can I? Thank you. It
He's talking.
really it really was him. So I'm not exactly sure if you use the fast talkers. I'm not gonna fast talk you. I'm gonna slow walk you. I'm going to slow walk the hell out of you, and you can giggle all you want to, because you ain't gonna be giggling by the time I'm done with you. You're gonna be 38 red high. Because you're not going to like how I articulate my words properly. Because I can cuss you out and I can slow walk you and educate you and speak in terms that you can understand. The
Well, I'm waiting.
father made this about race from the beginning. He made it about that.
I disagree.
The community in that area made it about that. America didn't make it about that. America did not make it about that. Nobody has ever said that Karmelo was not wrong for doggone freaking doing it. All we ever said was keep your hands to yourself. And if you keep your hands to yourself, you don't have to worry about the what ifs that come behind it. That's it. Because we teach our kids not to go out there and be bullies.
Or to stab
Not to
people in the
mention
heart.
they're both
I'm
were
not
kids,
done.
and I don't
I'm not done
sorry.
because I said I'm gonna slow walk you. So I'm not done. So you do have those in our community that do not know how to listen to their parents. They go out here and they do whatever the case may be. That's true. And so does the other side. Because nobody has ever came out here and attacked the twins' mom. Everybody has kept her name out of the mix because she has been respectful. She understands that there are two different families that are grieving, and she has doggone freaking took the upper route, and she minded her own freaking business and supported her freaking son and wanted justice for the son that's not here no more. The father never did that. He came out here attacking folks. He
He went
wanted
and
the
tried to
attention.
pray with the family.
He wanted the
In
attention
the
on him.
beginning, he tried to
And
pray with them. He did.
I'm really
And they said no,
disappointed.
they kicked him
No,
out.
I'm not
They
fucking
kicked
done
him
because
out of the church.
I said I was gonna slow walk
But
your
you're
motherfucking
but
ass.
you're wrong.
I
That's the whole
said I
thing
was
is you're
gonna
wrong.
slow
You can
walk.
slow
Come on,
walk
shut the
all you
fuck
Peanut,
up.
y'all, come on, calm down now.
Dove,
Come
mute
on,
him.
calm down.
Dove, mute
Let's
him.
go.
Because I'm really disappointed in your community because why did a mom not even raise $200,000, but the dad, because he got on the internet acting the way he did, raised almost 700,000 himself. They had two different GoFundMe's. And the mom that had took the professional, calm collected Southern Belle type of style Y'all didn't even hardly give her no money. For the dad on the internet act crazy, y'all gave him almost $700,000. Let me mute.
Exactly. And I would say, I would even argue the fact that everybody keep worried about the kids, always talking about, well, he shouldn't have did this. They were kids. We are still not getting it in people's minds. They were minors. So regardless of how we keep trying to talk about this, right? You're talking about minors harming minors. We're not talking about the adults. We should be talking about the adults responsible for the minors' actions, because they were supervised by adults
I
that didn't do
agree.
their jobs. So when everybody keeps talking about what Carmelo did and what Metcalf did, and the Metcalfs did, and
As
the
a
other
17-year
boys
old
that
though,
were
you
there
do know
jumping
better
on them,
than
it
to
still does not
bring
defy the
that
fact
concept.
that this situation would have never happened if those grown adults would have did their job. So that energy you have towards Carmelo should be towards that coach and those other adults that was sitting there not doing their damn job that day.
Yeah, I agreed with you earlier that a lot of
So we
things should
shouldn't
have
be
been done
talking about
differently.
he deserved this, he deserved that. If it wasn't for those grown adults doing what they did by sending them over there to call themselves trying to check him and move him, this
Well,
situation
everyone
would
played a
have never
part.
happened, because not
Agreed.
everybody's going to react the same way when you come and become aggressive with numbers of boys trying to intimidate somebody, instead of doing it the nice way by saying, can you please leave? He came with a group of boys. He didn't come by himself. None of the twins didn't come by themselves. It was a group of them. So what I'm saying is, I'm not blaming the kids. Stop blaming the kids. Stop blaming Carmelo. Stop blaming the Metcalf. Stop blaming the other boys that was involved in this. You cannot even blame these kids for grown adults' negligence. That's what I'm saying.
Can we all agree that one of these children should have went and gotten an adult?
I agree.
Oh, sure, sure.
I agree. So what does that tell everybody? And I'm glad you answered that, Troy, and you gave us an honest answer. And that's what people need to see. It's people of all colors up on this platform. I totally agree. That's why they saying the parents dropped the ball. You sent the
Right,
child
and
that
their
was when
parents
your
told
child
them to
messes
put
up
their
in
hands on
school,
them.
when a child messes up in school, he shouldn't get no privileges. Where was the mother saying, you kicked off the team? You can't go nowhere. I don't care if the coach told you to come out there and protect the tent. See, my mama would have said, protect the tent. What you
Yep.
going out there, boy, to go protect some tent for? You
But
ain't
I
the
think the
police.
boys, but Dub, I think the boys was living with their father, not the mother. That they were separated.
Yeah,
If
he
I'm
just
not
said the same
mistaken,
thing.
correct
Regardless
me
of
if
who they
I'm
was
I
wrong.
mean,
living with, that's not what I said.
right.
Regardless of who they was living with, they was on
Should have been adult
punishment. When you get kicked
punishment.
off, you on punishment. And then if you're not on punishment, they just kick you off the team. You go to school, right? So here's the thing. The coach, if he's disciplining him, you give him a police job. Now you go down here and protect the tent, sir. For what? Who coming down there to do something to the tent? I thought it was supposed to be a peaceful event. That somebody needed to be protected. Why they need to be protected? See, when he did that to the Sun game,
You there, Miss West?
that gave the Sun, we got you up in here, Mom. Glad to have you. Now, when he said that to the boy, that
Hold on.
just put him on 10. I can do anything I
Yep.
want to do. Shit. I get kicked off school. I come down here, protect the tent. I can do what I want to do.
He gave
And
the
he's
green
trying
light
to
of it.
prove himself to the coach.
One at a
Hello,
time, because
everybody.
everybody's not going to be able to hear everybody.
Hey, can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you,
Yes,
Mama
ma'am.
Tanya.
Hey.
Hi, everybody, and the Proud Boy, whatever the case is. I want to
MFD,
ask.
you got to get back. Hold on, Mama. MFD, I hit you by accident. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
working on it right now. Go ahead, Mama. Did you want to add to that, Mama?
I wanna ask the Proud Boy question, and
Sure.
I appreciate the way you're speaking, and I thank you for being respectful. Okay.
Of course.
However, my concern is I walked with my mom as a child on the picket line for many years. Okay. I'm 70 years old. What is it about us that you all do not like? What is it? It has to
I
be
mean,
something. You
I
know,
don't know that I can.
we have this kinky hair, this dark skin. Most of us got big nose, big lip, but in reality, we are actually good people.
Yeah, I
You guys,
agree.
you all have never given us a chance. We always been called the N
Ah,
word. We always been put in the back of the bus. But you know what? We're not going to stop fighting because it's about us. We are God people. We are the chosen one.
yeah, all of us are God's
But
people.
what I'm saying, we are the real chosen one, sweetie. What I'm
I don't know
asking
about
you
that. I
is,
think Jesus said
Mister,
it.
hold
what
on, hold on,
is
hold on,
it?
hold on, hold on, hold
So
on,
we
hold
we
on, hold on. Oh, this is what we not gonna do, sir. This is an elder. We respect elders. So while I was correcting you for cutting me off, please let the elder speak.
sure.
I
Go ahead.
just
Please.
want to ask, it was wrong that the life was taken. Two people's are hurt, yes. But that young boy went in there and they turned around, gathered over him. He had no other choice but to defend himself. And I have listened a lot of white men, and they all are saying if it was reversed, it would be different. Look how the young man with the Skittles, the little guy, little boy, 9 year old in Ohio, with a little pistol, false plastic gun in the playground. Little kid, we don't do anything. You all brings it on to us. We cannot go in the store. We was taught, do not go in a store and put your hand in your pockets. Because the first thing the white person gonna say is we steal. All of us do not steal. We want to be treated fairly. That's all we ever ask for. See, you all got the Proud Boys, and I watched that stuff. And it was so many people went in there, and a lot of people was hurt. They ran and hid behind different places. And President Trump, he supported it.
He
He
told
is
everyone to
one
go.
of, huh?
I was just saying he told everyone to go home, but that's beside
But
the
it was
point.
wrong. It was wrong. It was
Yeah,
wrong.
sure.
If see,
All the
let
violence,
me
yes,
say
I
this.
can.
Let me say this to you. And I'm trying to be respectful. I'm not trying to be out of line. And I worked and just retired of 42 years with the Department of Defense.
Congratulations.
I thank you. And my son, who's up there, we traveled abroad many states or countries with my husband when he was military. We don't see that when it comes to color. Because when you cross that water, we all have to depend on one another. My neighbors are white. We got along so good. When you're abroad, they treat us so different than you guys do when we come back home to the States. The young lady that's talking to you up there now, she was in the military. We don't see color. But when we go across that water, they give you a little package. You got to go to these briefings. That shit scares the stat out of you. NATO, you remember? When you go and you got to give your child to somebody you don't even know just in case of an emergency, you may not see them for months. But when we come back, y'all treat us so nasty, so nasty. And I live in one of the worst states I ever lived in, Alabama. I've had more discrimination here at the government, and I had to fight to get all the way to the top because I was a black, outspoken female. Well, let me say one more thing.
Yeah, you're fine. Sorry.
In this world, there's two smart people, white man and a black woman. And you see right now who are running in Congress is females, and we taking over. We're tired. We're tired. But I saw us join and became friends at one time doing 911. And after that was over with, we're back. When can you all leave us alone? Because we're gonna fight. We're not going back.
I don't know
Thank
that
you,
We're
Mama.
not.
anyone's trying to
Thank,
send you back.
thank you, Mama Kane. Thank you. Thank you, Mama
Appreciate it.
Kane.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mom. I thank you.
You welcome. I'm just saying, when I got out there as a little girl, My whole family, my mama put us on that picket line, and we all went out there as little children. I am a fighter. As a matter of fact, I just wrote a letter asking to support this young man in attorney's fee. Not only that, to help my people realize that it's time for us to join together and help one another. Because see, white guy ain't gonna leave us alone. He think this.
Hold on one second, Mama Kane. September Virgo, you do not have to put up with that disrespect. Block Uncle Tom, or I will. Because what we're not going to do is disrespect the panel and disrespect the mods in this chat. Block them. I know bro don't like blocking people, but I do.
Right. And can I say something, Miss Kane? I'm gonna say this. And I keep saying,
Diamond, let him respond first,
okay,
because she
okay.
was speaking to him.
Yep, no problem.
I just want to know when I'm in a car, I have to be careful. Even though I have never had a ticket in my life, I follow the rules. I have grandboys. I'm praying on my knees for my children every night. I be so afraid that my children go out there and do something that they didn't do, but they get caught in the thing because you know what? He's a black guy.
Well,
And
I just
all
think
we ask,
everyone's wanting accountability held this time. I'm sorry for any discrimination that you faced in your life, and it's a shame. But in this certain case, I think all people want is justice and accountability for an action that shouldn't have been taken. When you asked what else could he have done, I think he could have walked away. That's what I think.
how could
But yeah,
he
Well,
when
they could have walked away.
when they was around him? He had no
But
other choice.
let's see about it. Hold on, gang. Let's go into the clip and do some more commentary.
That one strike you. I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night. Oh, you've got more melanin than me. Ooh, so you get more privileges, more entitlement? Because 400 years ago, someone actually sold you to us, and we took you over here and put you to work. And then we had a civil war to free you. And now you want to talk, oh, I've been so oppressed. You couldn't even vote 1960. Look how far you've come. Look at all the free shit we give you. You're not oppressed. You're entitled. You know what DEI stands for? Yeah. Means I don't have to be qualified. I just have to be a certain color or a race or gender. If you want society to change, if you want a better place for your kids, then get involved.
It's crazy to me how everyone in Texas is all about stand your ground and self-defense until that person doesn't look like me. This case is racially charged, and stick with me here. If the roles were reversed, if Karmelo Anthony was 220 pounds with his twin brother, picking on a white kid, putting hands on a white kid, and he got unalived, y'all would say that he got exactly what was coming to him, and if he would have kept his hands to himself, he would still be here today. You can't tell me that race isn't a thing because it's in my TikTok comments, and I've seen hundreds of comments on Facebook. So if you flip this scenario and Karmelo Anthony was the aggressor in this situation and your opinion changed, you are racially biased. It's the white people in my comments calling me a white savior. God forbid I have empathy. If you're RICS, just say that and move on. In my last video, I said I didn't know why Karmelo Anthony was sitting under that tent. Turns out it started raining, and Karmelo got permission from the coach. That's not even his school. He got permission from a coach to sit under that tent. Granted, it's free seating, but he got specific permission. Don't get me wrong.
No,
He
that's
got
a lie.
permission
No, he didn't.
to
He didn't
sit.
get
This is what she
permission.
said. But
The,
we all don't know. We all,
no, he
some
did.
of us, hold on, some of us
Bro,
ain't
he
seen the
did.
tape. It's all hearsay. We know
He did.
everything. We're hearing
No,
so
he
many
didn't get
different things.
permission.
So I'm just saying what she's saying. I'm just saying what she is saying. That's all.
He didn't get permission.
I feel like this, whether he got permission or not, they still didn't have to gain up on him.
I agree with that, but he didn't have permission. And I also agree with the fact that who are you to try to tell someone they gotta go? Like you can't do that.
It's like you're on the back of the bus because you're supposed to be on the back of the bus, like that Rosa Parks situation. Why does she have to sit in the back of the bus instead of the front of the bus? The problem is they think because of this being a sport that they have to bully people because they're from another team or they're whatever's going on situation. But the problem I'm saying
well,
is,
even Carmelo's friend had said in court that he was surprised that
I'm glad,
that he
and
was
I'm
in the
sorry.
tent.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm glad you said something because I literally was about to say I don't think you was able to finish your thought. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, from what I had seen, his friend had testified saying he was surprised that Carmelo was even in the tent and that wasn't the standard thing. So take it for what you will, but that was from his friend who he was supposedly had invited him in or something. I don't know. I've heard a bunch of different twists to the story. So
right, it's all kind of twists. Let's continue the commentary. Let's go.
It's absolutely tragic that Austin lost his life. His parents lost their son. No parent should have to ever lose their kid. But it makes me think, what would have happened if Austin and Hunter would have left Karmelo alone and not talked to him, not approached him, not instigated a situation?
They would have been alive.
And then escalated it by putting hands on him. Because y'all want to say, oh, it's not self-defense. Austin and his brother are 220-pound football players, and Karmelo was 130 pounds. If you can't visualize that, I'm 180. I got 50 pounds on the kid. Not only were they both in his face, but one of them put hands on him. He was scared. I feel like Austin and Hunter were looking for trouble because if they were really so aggravated by this kid sitting there for whatever reason, they would have gotten an adult to remove him. They wouldn't have approached him, talked shit, and put hands on him. I'll probably get crucified for this, but I don't care. What's right is right. What's wrong?
Broken, fucking bigoted. Karmelo Anthony
and if they really were bullying him like that, why didn't
charges?
Well, we know they were, Troy. But we're gonna get to that. Let's go to 2 clips. Let's go.
The only reason Karmelo Anthony was convicted was because we are a broken, fucking bigoted country, and Karmelo Anthony was black. Any other way you slice this, it would have been self-defense.
Today, justice was served. I'm especially honored to be joined here today by Jeff and Megan Metcalf and their son, Hunter. They won't be taking questions at this time, but their presence here speaks volumes about their commitment to seeking justice for Austin. This verdict sends a clear message. Violence like this won't be tolerated in our Collin County community, and we remain committed to protecting our schools and standing with victims and their families.
That Karmelo Anthony has filed his notice
that accurately reflected a cross-section of our community here in Collin County.
Greg, it was just announced just a few, roughly half hour ago, that Karmelo Anthony has filed his notice for appeal. What's your reaction?
I would say it's expected. I mean, this is very typical, especially in murder cases, but any case where the defendant gets a lengthy sentence, it's normal for a notice to appeal to be filed. So it would be more surprising if there had not been a notice filed.
Well, on the note of surprise, Bill, were you surprised, or because it is so common, did you expect not to hear from Karmelo Anthony? Chose not to put Karmelo Anthony on stand.
Well, in many cases, we never hear from the defendant. The prosecutor in me, of course, wants to ask questions, wants to cross-examine. And a lot of times in self-defense cases, the conventional wisdom is you're going to win self-defense unless you call your. So I'm hoping he would say.
So it's typical, is what they're saying. It's typical in Karmelo Anthony's case. Everybody wondered he should have took the stand. So he basically was well in this type of case. He should have took the stand.
Bro,
it would have looked better.
Bro, you breaking up.
For Karmelo Anthony, he should have took the stand. And that's what they're saying. They say it's not really typical in this type of case. He should have took the stand. So it's almost like his attorneys railroaded him.
Exactly. And let's be clear.
It's not like it's almost. They definitely did. They definitely did railroad him.
Right. They did. But I want them to stop saying that he had a knife. He did not have a knife. He had something that was actually legal.
Diamond, I love you. You are a beautiful person inside and out. But that boy had a knife.
No,
it was
he did not.
Cleat shaver.
No, it was not. It was a knife.
I apologize to his family because it was not a knife.
It was a knife.
No, it was not
a knife.
It wasn't.
I gotta hop off here soon, too, guys. So,
regardless if he had a knife or not, I want to ask this young man this question. I heard the daddy say something about DUI. I kind of know a little bit about
DEI. Okay.
I was coming in. I was leaving out the system with the government when that was coming in. See, it used to be EEOC,
Yes.
employment opportunity, right? But when Donald Trump came in, he changed it. The reason why he changed it, because you got so many educated minority people, mostly black. He did it to destroy us. We're not stupid. We're not stupid at all.
That's why he
Because
tried to take away the ranks from people that was trying to get promoted in the Pentagon. Correct?
Yeah, but
Well,
we don't want
well,
to.
I
We don't
think the
want
thing with that was that there was a lot of bias with, and it had come out that there was a lot of bias, like with colleges, like Harvard,
to.
which were
But
requiring
again, that
lesser
has. But
scores for.
let's stay focused. That has zero to do with this case.
Well, she was talking
maybe
about
maybe it doesn't
the
have
DEI. I
anything
was just
to do with the
responding.
case. I'm talking about how the system is ran. I'm going to stay focused on my opinion. And that's how the system was ran. And when it came up to the part about confirmative action, it all pertaining to blacks. Anywhere you go, it's called discrimination. That's it. Because in my day, that confirmative for blacks can get positions, a job, we didn't get them because we wasn't qualified. We got them because we was qualified. And back then, white when we were always considered as the minority until then. And then white women became the minority. And it was good for them when they wanted to get a promotion. It's been discriminated against the black all my life. I'm just asking, when does it stop? And
And it
you,
was made. Can I say something, Miss King?
uh-huh,
I'm sorry, but it was made originally. The DEI was made for women. That was mainly the
exactly,
reason why it was made, because women were not being able to get their fair share in opportunities.
exactly. But once it happened over here, a lot of them got fired. And it just didn't happen for us, it happened for them too. But it mainly was to target the black. Let's be serious. And you, sir, being one of the Proud Boys, and you on the panel, we're talking. You should understand. You all got feelings. We got feelings. But it seems to be that you all dog us more than we dog you guys.
I didn't catch that last little bit,
Yeah.
but
You
um,
dog us more than we dog you. That was the last
oh,
statement.
oh,
Exactly.
I mean, I've never dogged anybody, but I don't
Whether
know. Like I said, I'm sorry for any discrimination that you faced in your life. I know you've been around longer than I have, so you've seen a little bit more. But
not only me, those young girls on that panel and young men on that panel, they're experiencing now.
Oh,
They're going to
I
be the
still
ones
think this country's come leaps and bounds from what it used to be, and it's not
no.
perfect. I never said it was a perfect country, but I still think progress has been made. So
Do you
Oh,
really
well,
think
we
that?
were
Because
hold
I
on, hold
believe
on, hold on,
that.
hold on. Let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
yeah, I mean, what's from slavery? Of course, I mean we've come leaps and bounds from
What the?
slavery.
No, don't y'all let him finish no more. Y'all go ahead and cuss him out. Because
No, I'm
a
not
long
going to do
way
that.
from
He-
slavery.
He's entitled to his own
Well, he's
opinion, and
entitled to his opinion,
I
but I
know he's
think
entitled to his
he's
opinion,
still lacking
no,
I mean,
their
no,
I
Diamond, no, Diamond.
understanding.
don't
I'm
see you
sorry.
guys
I'm
as I
sorry. I
don't
gotta
see you guys
highlight
as
that.
chattel.
No. I have to highlight that. What do you mean that we have come a long way from slavery? Because I want to see
Just
if you're gonna. I want to see if you're gonna say the exact same thing that the father said in his video.
what do you mean? Just relationship wise, um,
Now, I
people
need you to
I
break down how far we've come from slavery.
from viewing other people as chattel that you can slave as to a brother in Christ. I think that's huge.
Oh,
channel.
so okay,
What
so we went from
How
chattel
many years did
slavery
that
to
take?
now you're
I'm,
gracing
I,
a black man's
how many
platform
years?
and calling
How
him
many
brother.
No,
years did that take?
I'm just saying the equality is of being a child of God.
But you didn't break down how far we've come. I need you to break down how far we have come. This is why I tell y'all to let folks talk. How far have we come
I
from
mean,
slavery? I need you to break that down for
I
me.
just said. I
No,
just did.
I need you to break it
From
down
from people
into
from
small
people
ABC characters. I don't need you to use all caps. I need you to use small characters.
from being viewed as chattel slaves to being viewed as another person loved by God. I mean, that's huge.
So
That's like
we were not loved by God before slavery,
that's not
but now
what
we
I'm
are.
saying. I'm just saying if people viewed slaves as chattel, that was the chattel slavery. So obviously it wasn't the same. That's why they had the 2/3 or whatever.
Of humans
That's not the
being
case
Right.
human.
anymore.
You know, how do you change the Constitution, the actual Constitution? Do you know how you change the actual Constitution?
What do you mean?
In order to change the actual Constitution, the physical Constitution, do you know how do you change that? How do you
To ratify
alter the Constitution?
yeah, you need a majority of Congress.
And
What was this? What is this for? What are you
because I want
asking?
you to understand that they never changed that. That was never changed. It's not honored anymore, but it was never changed. In order to change the actual physical constitution, you have to have the Congress and you have to have all state Congress all come together collectively and I believe vote for the
Yeah, it's
Constitution
like a huge majority vote. You
amended.
need to yes, assuming.
But it's not
Um,
just the federal Congress. It's got to be all state Congress
yeah,
agreeing with
yes,
federal Congress in order to change the Constitution. But that's
sure. I
that's
just
that's
wasn't.
the that's the ignorance of a lot of people that don't know that, where they just assume that him writing executive orders is just going to change everything.
Oh no,
That's not the case.
no. Executive orders can be changed by the next president as soon as he comes into office. So
And they can also be rescinded by Congress.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Let's roll the
Let
clip.
me ask you a question. One more time. Let me ask you a question. Being part of the Proud Boy organization is just like being, to me, KKK.
it's
When you
not.
all
We're not funded by the
that,
SPLC.
but not too far from it. Not what they did with in at the Capitol. You're not too far from it, in my opinion. But my thing is, when you all are in those meetings, how many times you all have discussed how to hurt us or how to get rid of us? I know it happened.
Hold
Not a
on one
single
second.
time
Hold on
ever.
1 second, Miss Kane. I just have to say this real quick. Sir, please don't laugh because you're literally speaking to someone that has watched church bombings and everything else happen during her time.
Sure, and that's
So,
awful. It's just a
yeah,
reaction.
so, and I get it. It may be an uncomfortable reaction. So, if you're not speaking, can you at least please be respectful to mute your mic? And we will do the same. Like, I can't tell you how many times I cussed you out in my head and my mic was muted. Can you at least give her that much respect, if you don't mind? Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
I just asked that question because I do know it exists, but I want to say this. When you talked about slavery back in the day, see, it was my mom and my grandmother who all took care of you all. We breastfed white kids more than we did our children. We spent more time in your house taking care of your side of the family than we did ours. We love you all just like you was our children, but we took beating, killing. I even know about Emmett Till. I wasn't too far from Emmett Till. The boy didn't do nothing. We've been targeted with the white race for years. I ask you, being honest up here, when does it stop? I know you all do all that bullshit and those little behind the scenes about us. We're gonna go kill that in and this and that. I've seen it happen.
I think if you ask me not to be biased towards anything, but I'm just be honest. I think when you say that, I think that you can't single one person out for every person's action. So he can't
I'm not saying
basically he can't say when you say when are you guys gonna stop? He has doesn't have that type of authority to say that. Now he's up
No,
here on
I'm
the
not.
platform because he,
I,
he's giving
I
his
agree.
opinion on that.
I
But
agree.
I don't think
I
when you go
agree.
to that level that he can really say when and how, because we all are just slaves to this whole system. When we all look at it, we all are slaves to the system, and they built it for us to be slaves to this system. This is a system, and the system is designed and has been designed for years to cause hate between the two. While we fight with each other, they do shit on the back end, and they've been doing
Right.
it for years. When
And
they
you know
cause
who?
these type of distractions, when they
Mm-hmm.
cause these distractions, which I believe this is all because of the Epstein files. That's why this case was sped up so fast, and it happened so fast because there was nothing else that Trump could trump anymore. So the Trump game was, okay, we're gonna start this, we're gonna make this case, and we're gonna make the people fight, and while they're fighting, we're gonna be over here doing something else on the back end. And I've told you guys this from the beginning. This is how this whole system
Right.
is designed. When they do
Right.
these little things, they go to war and they're doing these things, they hiding shit on the back end.
Right. Stealing from us.
That's true.
They're
And you
stealing
know
from
who
us,
who
and
who
they're
they?
using this tactic, and they've been doing it for
Mhm.
years.
I
Right.
agree.
And who
But
really
I
we should be
still want the
trying to
young man to
get?
respond because she was speaking to him. I still want him to respond.
I just wanted to know because you in that organization and and let's be honest, I know, I feel like I know you all discuss how you're gonna do this and how you're gonna do that to us because I was on a website during the COVID and I actually heard these guys talk about what they was gonna do to us and how they give us guns to destroy ourselves and drugs. And they were white. It scared the
Well,
shit out
we've
of me. I didn't know where I was at. I hurried up and got out because I didn't want, my number to be tagged. But I'm like, oh my God, what am I listening to?
we've never discussed that. I've never heard anyone in this fraternity discuss that. So your safe round travel was a thing.
All right, let's
Can
go
I,
to the
can
next
I
clip,
ask a
gang.
question real quick, Dove? Real quick. I got a quick
Sure,
question
I got
for
I
you.
got to hop off here soon though. For
Okay,
real.
I
The
have a real
spirit I
question
heard in
for
him,
you.
I brought him to my home. I gave him my address. Don't know what I'm doing. But wrong. I don't want to be wrong and act like I'm right. Did your son take that knife to school? Nah, Mr. Charleston. It's a grown man, homie. He said, man, I done the research on you. I looked into what you do. If my son get out of this, man, I want my son to work with your youth campaign. But man, my son didn't do this. I got other kids to raise. I'm not for to put, and he really done it. He said he didn't do it, man. It's more things that I can't say. Just go clear this kid. But just the video alone, homie. I think that's why the media outlets ain't saying nothing about the video. That's why all the media.
The video, and I played this. And before everybody, let me rock a show for 1 second. Troy, I appreciate you coming. If you happen to drop down, we'll be glad for you to come back anytime to have discussions. I love how you stood your ground. I love how you was respectful to the panel. We need a lot more people like you in the Proud Boys. So I want to thank you for coming up and being peaceful. It's a lot of people that stayed in the chat and held it down. And feel free, y'all, when we have these type of discussions or however long this case goes on, because it's going to be updates, feel free. Just be respectful in the chat. I see you guys going, no, I don't delete everybody out the chat because everybody has freedom of speech. Now, when you get the guy doggone talking that igger word and just saying stupid stuff, then we're going to get you up out of here. We're going to shoot you to the moon real quick. Lab rat. We're going to shoot you straight to the room, up to the moon. So I like that everybody that's in here have your opinions. Just be respectful. And again, Troy, if you drop down, because I know you said you had to go, I want to thank you for coming up, Troy, and doing your thing. I appreciate you, gang. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. It's been fun. No ill will here. Love you guys. Have a good night and
Love you
God
too,
bless.
brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When you come back
Let's
up,
rock
I
the
got more
show.
questions for you.
Now we going. Hold on, Diamond, because we have to play the commentary. Like when we go on other people's platforms and we watch them, they rock the show, they push buttons, they rock the show. That's what we doing here. We got to stay on track with the commentary because people come to see. We can be on here talking because we got lips for days, but the commentary is up here for us to debate and talk about. So now there is a tape out, Band-Aid Gang chat. There is a tape out.
May I say something, bro? Before
Go
you
ahead.
go on, it's real quick. I promise. I need us to be more aware of when certain individuals start clicking our links, whether we're over here on YouTube, whatever platform we're on. I need you to start being more aware that they may also be streaming at the same time. Let them talk, let them get whatever they got to say out, because eventually you're going to tell on yourselves. So whatever point you're trying to prove, whatever you're trying to share, at least allow them to speak, because if not, it's going to be twisted, mixed, and construed, if that makes sense. So allow folks to speak because they're already streaming your stuff.
As they should, but we ain't never ran from nobody but the landlord. We don't run from nobody but the landlord.
I don't run from the landlord. See, there you go with your stuff.
I'm just saying, gang, we ain't got nothing to hide. So when they streaming it, it's gonna be a hell of a debate. And if they stream it, somebody else is gonna watch it. And this is the message that needs to be out. So you're not gonna see this type of diversity on a platform where people are basically getting along and they're discussing. Everybody's taking their time. We got a little edgy a little bit earlier, but that comes with the territory. This is YouTube. So we're here now, gang. We can't turn our backs. So, but there is, and thank you for saying that, Peanut. But there is a tape out for the people that was watching the live stream yesterday, gang. That said, what tape? They was over here. What tape? There's no tape. Where did they see this tape? There's a tape out. And that's what Charleston White is talking about. And it's going to be people on the next couple clips that seen the tape. And I want everybody to see it. So listen to what he has to say. Let's go, gang.
Outlets is trying to keep us focused on the campaign, on the go about the video. But just the video alone, homie.
It says the video alone. So now we're going.
That's why the media outlets ain't saying nothing about the video. That's why all the media outlets is trying to keep us focused on the campaign, on the GoFundMe, and these people can't even touch the GoFundMe. The lawyers is overcharging them because they're looking at the GoFundMe numbers. So everybody is praying on this family. Ain't nobody praying with the family. Shout out to Dr. Umar Johnson. Dr. Umar Johnson spoke with the father and gave them comfort. Shout out to Dr. Umar. I spoke with the dad today. His dad want me to come see the video. I gotta go see it. With a that's minding his motherfucking business, that don't bring harm to nobody. This kid ain't a bad kid. These bully white boys just fuck with the black baby. So now they trying to make it about race. No, it ain't about race. Justice was served when he killed that cracker. Self-defense. And the reason I say that is anybody can go see the video. Why do you think the media outlets ain't promoting to go see this video? You can go up to the school to see it. And if you go up to the school and see it, we all to see this kid will be found not guilty. But because it's in an all-white town in Crackerville and they done made it about race, whoever Sarah Fields is, Sarah Fields, you a rotten motherfucker. And if I just had some time, I would put an army behind this family, but I ain't got time.
My name is T, and when I went to see the video, they ask if you want to see it from either 2 minutes before the stabbing or 11 minutes before. So I chose 11 minutes. From the moment she pressed play, Karmelo Anthony was already sitting up underneath that canopy. And he was sitting there for at least 8 to 9.5 minutes. You see, well, I saw a boy in a black hoodie go over to him first, and then they left out of the tent, and then you see coming across the field was another 6 boys. When they got to the bleachers, one, he went out of frame.
Same story we heard from the other guy. So 6 boys approached Karmelo Anthony. 6 boys. One on the lookout. We got one looking out. He had a black hoodie on. So we got one lookout. But we remind you, there was a guy that came first. He looked, scoped it out, he left. Then Hunter and Austin and the rest of the entourage came. And that's what she's explaining. Let's go.
And the other one sat at the bottom. but the remaining 4.
There's another one. We heard this story from the gentleman yesterday. Somebody sat at the bottom on security. And when I'm saying security, lookout boy. Let's go, gang.
They went directly to Karmelo Anthony, and like T said before, it was a brief conversation, and then all you see is commotion. And we know from the interviews that Hunter did, we know that Hunter was, in fact, up underneath that tent. The next thing you see, you can see Karmelo in the midst of them assaulting him. You can see Karmelo trying to back out, but he gets pulled back forward.
He gets pulled back forward. So somebody reached out and put their hands on this young man. What you touch him for? What you touch him for? You pulled him back in. They seen it on the tape. So all the dope fiends, because you got to be on dope. If you talking about, it's not true. You ain't even went down there to Texas to see the tape. These are people that went to see the tape. So you can't sit up here and create your own narrative and you ain't even went your ass down there to go see that tape. And we listen to people that went down there and put boots on the ground to go see that tape. So don't get up in the chat talk about it's a lie. It's a lie. You're a liar. Because you ain't even went to go see the tape. So now we talking to people that's seeing the tape. So let's go, y'all.
They're not showing the tape anymore.
I see it, damn.
They're not showing the tape anymore. Right now, everybody that has requested to see the tape and requested to have evidence that was introduced during this trial is being told you can't have no information.
Right. And you know what, sis? About this is the crazy part. Now, I'm glad you said that.
Because this is what I do. So
and look, y'all, they don't want you to see the tape, right? They don't want the tape leaked. You gotta go and see the tape, right? Think about it, gang.
They're
not even allowing with no phones, nothing to record it and link it. Don't that show that there's something fishy going on?
They're not even allowing, but they're not even allowing that anymore. And let's speak on the fact that the tape itself came from the schoolhouse. And the schoolhouse wouldn't even release the full tape of its context to the police department. They told them they literally told them that they can record whatever they have, but they're not giving them this evidence. So that's where they came in. It was spoken on, and I spoke about that when I first joined in. Like they literally, that's where the chop and screw of the tape came in. Like they're showing bits and pieces of it and they're not showing a full, which is what this young lady spoke on. She was like, They literally asked, do you want the full, do you want to see the full thing? Or do you just want to see what happened moments before? And most people only want to see what happened moments before, not realizing that there literally is an escalation. What happened? Why is the music playing?
No, I saw it low.
Oh, okay. So that's what literally occurred with that. So
I think that I honestly, not to cut you off though, but I'm really.
No, you're fine. Go ahead. I don't want you to lose your train of thought because I finished mine.
I think that Karmelo Anthony's family needs to sue to get access to the full tape for the entire day.
They have it. The attorney, his defense attorney didn't introduce it. His attorney has had everything up until this point for a year.
Right. So do you think that he was paid off?
Yes. In my personal opinion, yes. Unfortunately.
I believe the attorney was paid off. And not only that, when they showed the picture of the judge and his family, the boy was dead.
And that's, you know what, somebody said Karmelo Anthony's family.
No, don't even pay attention to the chat. Let's stay where we're at and cover the content. Because it's a whole bunch of racist folks in these comments. Don't even do it to yourself, sis.
So can he get another lawyer now? Can he get another, not a public defender, but another lawyer?
He never had a
He
public
does
defender.
now have a new
He
attorney.
never had a public defender. The only time he had a public defender was when the appeal was filed. His family literally paid for the representation that he got. The
And now
family
people are
paid.
starting to
The
put up
family,
money for
not
his
only
defense.
that, hold on 1 second, sis. Not only that, they paid for expert witnesses that never showed up. They paid for that. He was railroaded.
And you know what else? His attorney would not. The young man probably was advised by his lawyer not to speak, because the guy already know the boy was railroaded, and then he was one of the ones helping it. Because from my understanding, he had a public defender. Public defender worked for the state.
No, it was not a public defender. They paid for this attorney.
I'm telling you what I heard.
I know what you heard. I know what you heard, Mama Kane, but they paid for this attorney. The attorney took the money and shut down the account that was set up for his attorney fees.
So is it any civil right?
They set up a whole bank account to pay for this attorney for him to doggone freaking withdraw money when said be, and he withdrew everything, and then the account got shut down because it was in $0.
So is there any civil rights attorney that can
This
actually
attorney did that damn
represent?
family wrong as hell.
So is it any civil rights attorney out there that's black that can actually represent him?
Well, I know Cardi B just said she putting up $5 million of her own money to help him. I know Charleston White said he putting up $75,000. Who I would like to see is Karmelo Anthony, the basketball player, come forward and help out too, because obviously the boy was probably named after him. But I feel like that celebrities now are starting to chime in and wanting to
lower the
help.
music a little bit.
Well, you know what, Diamond, it was said that a whole bunch of celebrities was coming forward. He's going to get more than the $1 million that what's Charleston White is asking for.
Well, according to Charleston White himself, the family has more than enough money right now. That's according to Charleston White himself.
But now that he's 18, he's actually representing himself. His family no longer is representing him. He's representing himself now that he's 18 years old. And that means that he has to
lower the music a little bit more.
The Band-Aid Gang, we reached our. I'm gonna keep it on because I'm about to get ready to close it out, y'all. We got we hit our mark of 2 hours tonight. We will be going on at 11 o'clock tomorrow with more intel and connections to this. It'll be a little late, but maybe 10. Just pay attention to the community post. But we will be live. I do have more content to share to this, and I think that we did good for our 2 hours that I went on today. So I want to thank everybody. This is a power-packed panel. So I know people are going to be looking forward to hearing more of what we have to say on this platform, because we spoke all angles. I want to thank Troy for coming out. I want to thank Neo. I want to thank Peanut. I want to thank Diamond Gang, Dr. E, my mom coming up here and sharing her story on how it was back in the days. And this is what people need to hear. I want to thank the panel and the people in the chat for being respectful. Sub up, y'all, because we're just going to keep boots on the ground and our way on YouTube, because we can't really go down there and march and go see the tape. I can't right now. But some of you people that's talking like you know and talk because you got lips, go see the tape for yourself. That's what I recommend. But you can't see it anymore, like Peanut said, because the tape isn't out. But there's a reason for that. But I do want to thank everybody for coming out and joining. We beat you, and we are called the Band-Aid Gang. I'm C-Dub. Mr. I ain't said a word, but you know what I'm saying. I said, damn. I want to thank my mod, September Virgo, Nurse 59, down there holding the chat down. If you didn't get deleted, then that means that you've been on your best behavior. Some people are going to say some things. Just don't say racial things. I want to thank everybody for coming. So make sure you sub up to the channel, and we're going to tap in and do what we do tomorrow, and we're going to put a Band-Aid on this shit, because there's a lot of wounded people out here. So we're going to have to goddamn come patch them up. So this is Band-Aid Gang. Thank you guys for coming. Double tap the screen, hit the like button, share, and make sure you sub up. Hit the like button. I said, damn.
No final thoughts. No final thoughts. Good night. Peace, love, and joy to
Good night, you guys. Make sure
Band-Aid
that
gang.
you
We see y'all
subscribe.
tomorrow.
And make sure you share us when we got our opinions, but everybody have an opinion. Come on now.
Band-Aid gang. Let's go.